comes to lifespan, actually doesn't make a huge difference. When it comes to quality of life, that's where you're going to have a huge difference.
And my last 4 years, I've been doing every time I wake up, I do some movement. It doesn't matter what. Again, don't believe, but just go ahead and do it and see how you feel.
Actually, not a sacrifice, but it's an enjoyment, right? You want to go there and do it, right? Once you find that, that's it. Miguel, welcome again to the podcast.
Alejandro, here we are again. Here we are, my friend.
Here we are again. Hopefully, yeah, I mean, another great episode actually coming up. Benefits of exercise. So we're gonna look, this is something that a lot of people struggle with, and we're going to try to take this podcast to the average person, right? Meaning somebody that struggles to find exercise, right? Or maybe somebody that doesn't know the benefits of exercise, right? Or maybe somebody that is hesitating, is like, I don't know if it's worth it, to make this sacrifice to find time. Um, so yeah, we're gonna try to convince you, whoever is watching this, that you should start exercising today, and hopefully, you can maintain it long term and see all the benefits.
It's such an important topic that I think everyone should do it, no matter what's your age, where you're from, and what are your conditions. We think it's a huge thing that can help you like to have a better life, like related to everything, mental and physical health. And we're gonna go more in depth with the conversation right now.
For sure. So yeah, actually, relating to what we're saying right now, right? Again, we're trying to target the average person. So let's take my aunt as an example. Why, Miguel, should my aunt start exercising? Tell her,
My
please, because she doesn't decide to.
my question should be, why shouldn't she start exercising? That's how I will refer to her. Like there are so many benefits involved to mental and physical health. I think it's very important to relate to both things because physically, of course, exercising, your body will get stronger. You have a better body, and that's of course gonna get related to more self-confidence. I I would like to emphasize of you exercise, you are more confident in yourself. However, there is a huge problem nowadays, and it's with social media, as we talked other days, because people post there, they see people that are very strong, they have 8 abs, okay, that they have the perfect body, and people think they're gonna get like this. This most of the time is not gonna happen. I have abs and I don't have eight full perfect pack, and okay, it's not. It's like very few people are gonna have this. It depends on many other things. So I think like yeah, social media affects people even if they exercise to have more insecurities. So I will recommend, because if you don't believe me, to start exercising for 2 months, no matter where is your body. Try to exercise 3 times a week, nothing crazy, and don't use social media. Don't use social media for those 2 months and tell me if you have more self-confidence, if you feel better with your body, the way it looks like and how you feel. So I think this is very important, the way the body looks like. Also, mentally, when I exercise, I feel I have a better mood because the blood is flowing to my whole body. So I'm thinking better. I'm thinking more clear. So after I exercise, I have 3 4 hours where my focus is really high. I have really high energy. I'm in a better mood. I'm happier, and everything goes smoother. When I've done exercise, my brain is like not working as good because there is not blood flowing. So when I exercise, I create dopamine, and I think this is very important. Like I feel good, and feeling good is amazing. What do you think about this, Alejandro?
I mean, yeah, this is what you're saying is great. Like giving it a try, right? Start today, right? We can relate to the last episode, right? We're telling, and the last, I don't know if people got to that point, but around the last minutes of the episode, take action. That was the sentence. Take action, right? As soon as possible. Um, Look, what I think is this. As you said, why shouldn't you exercise, right? It's already, benefits are proven like what, thousands of times. Anybody talks about the benefits of exercise. Those that practice exercise, why don't they stop? Because they have the benefits of exercise. It's really hard once you start exercising to actually stop. The hard part is to start, right? So we encourage you, if you're watching this and you're still hesitating, trust what we say. Give it a try. Start, because that's the toughest part. Once you do and you start seeing the benefits, you just won't be able to live it, right? You won't be able to stop because you know how much it's helping you, right? So what I would tell my aunt, look, you should start exercising because we're getting older. And as we get older, we're gonna start seeing a lot of and feeling a lot of limitations, physical limitations, right? We start getting a little bit slower, we're stiffer, we cannot move that well. Well, your grandchildren are coming up, right? Sooner or later, right? So this is a huge reason for you to start exercising and be able to play with them, right? They love when grandma can actually be active and play with them. They love it. They create huge memories that will last forever, right? So this is one, if you don't do it for yourself, because again, you see maybe the hill too high in front of you, make sure you start for maybe people that will benefit from it, right? Like your grandchildren. Um, Another thing, I mean, look, this is how you're gonna have quality of life, right? We always talk like, no, you have to do exercise to live longer. Well, research has shown that when it comes to lifespan, right, how many years you can live, actually doesn't make a huge difference. It's maybe just a couple of years, few years, maybe max. When it comes to quality of life, that's where you're going to have a huge difference. Those that exercise, they're going to have 10 years ahead of quality of life compared to those that are sedentary or don't exercise. So you tell me, if you're watching this and you are around 50 years old, 55, 40 something, whatever, you tell me if you want to have quality of life, meaning being independent as you grow older. You don't need to rely on people around you. You can go for walks. You can do grocery store. You can do groceries by yourself. You can cook for yourself. You can do anything for yourself, right? Anybody will want this. So again, start today. Don't leave it for tomorrow. Today is the best day.
Great. And also, I would like to say, like, some people that they have so many things going on, they have so many duties, they have work, they have to take care of the kids, it's like, I don't have time because, and then you get stressed because you don't have time and you need to keep going with activities. This is the problem. Do some sport, do some movement. It doesn't have to be 1 hour, but go 20 minutes to go on a walk. Go do some 20 minutes of stretching. And after that, start working again. You will see you haven't lost time. You have gained a lot of time because the next hours are going to be just much better. However, you keep going, you keep trying to do it, and it's just not working. Not working. We need movement in order to think. We need to have more creativity. If we are not focused, how are you going to work? How are you going to treat good to your kids? How are you going to be nice? You don't have a good mood when you don't move. That's why it's so important to put your brain to work. And movement is the key.
Yeah, huge message. I mean, again, give it a try. That's I feel like the most important message is like, I don't care what you do. As you said in the last episode, Miguel, do Zumba, do dancing, do boxing, do hiking, whatever you like, but do it. You're gonna start feeling the stuff that we're talking about right now. And then the impact on your life is gonna be huge, as you said. And they know too, those that are not exercising constantly, they know how their brain gets like foggy. You start like feeling, yeah, like tired, fatigue, you don't feel like doing anything. Exercise fixes that. Once you start, as you said, doing that blood flow, that's the cure, man. The blood flow is the cure. So yeah, that's I think the most powerful message we can tell people to take action and do it today. Yeah, well, going to the second question. Again, everything related to, exercise benefits and how people listening to this can implement it in their lives, right? So tell me now, talking about how more, I guess, how more productive you can be, right? If your brain is completely like clear, right? With this blood flow helping, how does morning exercise benefit you, right? And where do you feel it? So let's say you wake up on a Monday, 5:30 a.m., right before going to work. And that day, instead of staying home on your social media, right, on your phone or watching a Netflix show before you go to work, you decide to go out and exercise. Tell us, Miguel, where do you feel that those benefits? Why should we do it in the morning?
Trust me, I have been in both sides. Waking up, going to eat breakfast, staying on my phone, and then going to work or going to
Yeah.
school. And my last 4 years, I've been doing every time I wake up, I do some movement. It doesn't matter what we say before. Sometimes I do stretching. Sometimes I go to the gym 45 minutes to do weights. Sometimes I go on a run. Sometimes I play tennis. Some years I was just going on a walk to just me and myself to have some self-reflection and getting ready for the day. But it's just the way I feel after. It's like I did something to take care of myself. I need something to think better. So I'm already having more confidence and I'm feeling happier. It's just happier, Like that's the main word for me is I feel happy and I'm ready to start with the day. And another thing is I do this in the morning and then there is no excuse later because I already did it. I did it in the morning. I don't have to be thinking after work at 7 p.m. Oh, I have to go to the gym because also like at 5 p.m. I will be reminding, oof, I have to go to the gym. And then my mind is already being lazy. No, it's too late. I'm tired. Like this, I don't have the excuse. I already did it. I already beat the mind and I start the day ready. So who is, no one can stop me.
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree. Look, I mean, we're lucky enough, I think. I mean, you do the same thing, right? We're both tennis coaches for now, and we are lucky that we have an active job, right? When it comes to physical activity. Many people, man, they have a desk job and they just literally they stay sitting down on a table for 8 hours every single day, right? So they don't have the chance that we have. Now, we're lucky enough because of this, right? So we see the benefits on a daily basis. Now, man, people need to try this. Do some exercise in the morning. It literally treadmill works. If you have a gym downstairs in your apartment complex, go on the treadmill, man. Do just literally walk for, as you said, right? 5, 10, 15 minutes. You're gonna see the benefits. What benefits are you gonna see? Look, when I go to work after, walking on the treadmill for 10, 15 minutes, the creativity that I have when it comes to coming up, right? Now talking about tennis coaching, drills, cues that I can tell my athletes, ways to improve. So you get better at your job, right? You're more creative with what you say, right? You can see things that maybe when you're a little bit more foggy, you cannot see. Um, if you're truly passionate about your job, you even put more passion. You're like, dude, I want to help you out so much. Why? Because my brain right now is so oxygenated, man, through the blood flow that I created in the morning through exercise that I'm ready. I'm so ready. Conversations with your coworkers, they get way better. This is going to lead to better relationships with them, right? Many people that are working full time, they struggle with having good relationship with their coworkers. Why? Because they probably both of them on both sides, they get to work every single day like, shoot, one more day, man. It's Monday, man. I'm a zombie. How the heck are you gonna, you see what I mean? Like, put proper attention, right? And interest on that relationship with your coworker. So just gets things better, overall on a daily basis at work. And yeah, I mean, I'm talking about yourself, right? Internally, the benefits are huge, as you said, like more focus on what you do, right? You feel more alive, you feel more energetic, you feel, yeah, like just willing to help people as well, right? And that comes back to you. Once you help others, comes back to you and you start feeling better about yourself, right? So huge benefits, man. We're truly encouraging people to move in the morning and get something out of, that gap before starting to work, because it's a precious time that if you don't use it, you're gonna miss out.
And there are no excuses. If you don't have a gym, okay, go on a walk or go do some burpees or go do some squats or some push-ups. There are always solutions. There are many ways of doing exercise and there are many adaptations. You have YouTube. Nowadays, social media, you can use it in a good way to get some exercises you can do at home. And if not, just buy a membership in the closest gym to your house and go do something, but something, and it will help you. Just try. And again, don't believe us. Just go ahead and do it and see how you feel.
And this is actually, Miguel, I think this is the best. This is actually one of the, I guess, most immediate benefits of exercise that people can experience. The feeling of that day. As you're saying, we encourage you, if you're watching this, go out there tomorrow morning, you try to move. You move for 5, 10 minutes, and then you tell us what you feel during that day of work in the first few hours, if you feel any benefits, because you get immediate benefits, instant benefits, right? If you move in the morning, those physiological effects that are happening, as you said, blood flow, right? Better oxygenation of the brain. This is stuff, this is going to happen already. You don't need to do morning exercise for 2 months to feel the benefits. No, the very first morning, you're already feeling that blood flow going. You're probably going to feel way more alert, right? So we definitely encourage you, if you're watching, to just start tomorrow before going to work. Monday, perfect day to start. First day of the week, for
Yes, and
sure.
then compare the Monday going exercise and then go Tuesday without exercises again, and you will see what were the differences. Of course, physically wise, you're not gonna get stronger in one day. The physical benefit is a long term thing, and the health issues as well. Like you're not gonna get cancer, different illnesses. Like it depends on the long term. But mentally wise, the benefits are, as Alejandro said, instant. And this is the good part. That's why I do exercise. If I wouldn't get these benefits, it'd be tougher, but I know how good I feel after. So it's like, yeah, I wanna feel good. Who doesn't wanna feel good?
Nice. Yeah, this is important to mention, right? That this is for yourself. This is something that you do for yourself, right? It's not for others. It's something that, man, you're getting all the benefits out of this. So if you decide to do it, good for you, because you're doing it everything for yourself here, right? Um, so yeah, just little sacrifices that are just gonna make you live better, live better for sure. Okay, talking about this, right? So I mean, again, every question is related, but going on to the third question, Miguel. If my aunt, going back to my aunt, right? She's still struggling, man. We've been telling her in the first two questions, look, these are the benefits. Go out there and do it. And she's like, well, but okay, I understand the benefits, but what kind of exercise can I do? Right? What's the best exercise? What's gonna make me healthier, fitter? How can I start? Pretty much.
I think there is not best or worse. Of course, if you do the wrong technique, it can be damaging for you.
Mhm.
However, as long as you start with something, as we say the other podcasts, and we're gonna repeat because we believe it's something important, is do something. It can be some stretching, it can be some light cardio, it can be some weights. You don't like weights, go to a gym class, do body pump, do full body, something that is more entertaining for you. They play music, you also see some people, more interaction. You see that there is other people as well that want to exercise and they want to try to find that routine. Go to a yoga class if you don't like stretching, or if you prefer to stretch in silence by yourself, do stretching by yourself. There are many possibilities. If you find, for example, going on the bike boring, play a podcast that you like, play some music that you enjoy. It will be more joyful. There are many ways of making it joyful, and as long as you start with something, and for example, let's say you go to the gym, you don't like it again, it's good failure. You fail, you see that this doesn't fit much for you, and try something else. But give it a try. Just not because you did one day, that doesn't mean it is, no, I cannot do it. This is again back to excuses. Try, get out of that comfort zone and challenge yourself to find something that you can like.
I mean, big time. I totally agree with what you're saying. There is no best, right? Or worst exercise, right? Especially if we're talking to my aunt, right? Who's somebody that, as many people that are watching here, they're gonna be like, yeah, I'm same situation as your aunt. I'm just trying to start to exercise, right? Yeah. Look, what I do for a living, right? Body composition. Yeah, yeah. Of course, there are certain things that you want to include, right? Resistance training in the gym. Yeah, you want to build muscle because that gets you a better body composition, right? But again, we're not talking about this. It's like for my aunt who wants to start exercising, right? Who's a little bit overweight, whatever. Any is better than nothing. Literally, something is better than nothing. It can be 10 minutes, and you're like, how the heck is 10 minutes going to benefit me compared to zero? It does. Why? Going back to the consistency. If you do 10 minutes every single day of the week, guess what? You've done 70 minutes compared to zero. Now you tell me 70 compared to zero, that's a big gap. Huh? It's a big difference. So it does count for sure, man. That does count. Anything counts. As you said, we live in a world nowadays that options are limitless, pretty much. I mean, you go to a gym and, as you said, you have Zumba classes, you have hot yoga classes, you have cycling classes, you have resistance training, you have cardio, you have literally anything. And you don't have to go to a gym. If you don't want to afford, or if you cannot afford a membership, or you feel like the gym is too far from your house, dude, I live in a city here in Florida that they organize events outdoors every single week. Yoga in the park, Pilates in the whatever. Go to those. They're for free. You know what I mean? So always try to find, right? Do your own research and try to find, as you said, something that you truly like, right? And you feel like you can maintain over and over again. Something that is actually not a sacrifice, but it's an enjoyment, right? You want to go there and do it, right? Once you find that, that's it. It's done. You know you can constantly show up. And that's the main key, guys. If you want to show up for the first time, find something that you actually want to show up for. Okay? Something that is not forced, something that you decide yourself. So I think this is the best advice I think that somebody, that is struggling to start could get. Find something you like, take action today, and you will see, you will stick to it because you like it. It's your own decision, right?
And of course, if at the beginning it's gonna be more tough, like of course it's gonna be more difficult. At the beginning, you will need willpower for sure. You need willpower because it's not a habit yet, you know. So at the beginning, you will need willpower, and then after it will be easier. But at the beginning, for sure, you're gonna need this, you know. Don't think it's gonna be an easy path. And and yes, just don't find excuse and find the real reason, you know, to start doing it and get to a better life. Everyone will appreciate that.
For sure. For sure, man. Well, so how, again, I mean, developing this question actually a little bit more, but going on to the next one, right? So we can dive a little bit deeper into it is, what's the best way to start, right? So look, my aunt, okay, perfect. She understood the benefits of exercise. She even tried that Monday that we're talking about. Shoot, before going to work, yeah, Alejandro, I feel better actually. I feel better. Miguel, thank you for the advices. Like I feel more creative. Sounds good. Shoot, my aunt also found that it's hot yoga, man. That's what she likes, hot yoga. Perfect, aunt. Go ahead. So how can she start now? Now she's figured everything out. She's like, I'm ready to go. Where do I start? Who do I call? What do I do? What do I buy? Clothes, gym clothes, where do I go? Walmart, Target, what, how can I start, Miguel?
I mean, for sure, you need clothes to do exercise. You know, if you don't have clothes, then you are in trouble already. Buy some clothes, man, and then once you have the clothes, for me, based on my experience, to start implementing a habit is easier to set a time. You're gonna set a day, some days during the week, and times that you're gonna start doing it. For example, if you have work at 8 and you're gonna start in the morning, okay, perfect. Start in the morning, Monday, Wednesday, Friday 7 a.m. You do some exercise, 30 minutes bike, 30 minutes yoga, whatever the heck you want, and then get ready to go to work. Okay, you are not a very energetic person in the morning. It's fine. Then set a time in the middle of work or after work, whenever you prefer. But these days you're gonna do it, and like this is it's already easier for your brain because if you say, okay, I will do it after work or after this, then maybe I eat something and then I will go. But if it's 7 p.m., you have to do it. You grow up, you have to do it. It's already gonna be easier and more helpful for you to start. So for me, this is the first advice and the biggest advice to start because me and now I am an athlete. I've been doing sports 18 years. So if I don't do it in the morning and one day I do it in the afternoon, I know I'm gonna do it because it's already like an identity. I'm an athlete. But still the routine helps me a lot. I wake up and I do exercise in the morning. I have a routine. I do this and because the next day I know I'm gonna do it. My body's already used to do it, you know. So routine's always gonna be very beneficial. And the second advice is be open-minded. As we say before, is to be open-minded to try and be open-minded. Don't close your mind to no.
Yeah, I mean, look, this is something that during my undergrad, right, as I was doing my major in university, this is something that I learned from a book. It's called the Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. Really famous book, actually, got a bestseller or whatever. And I learned something that is making a schedule for the week, but it's a weekly planning. It's not like a daily, like a to-do list, is actually a weekly planning, right? So it will separate it. This is something that people can use actually. I'm giving it to you for free. This is a weekly planning, right? It's gonna be Monday. And when you see Monday, that column at the top, there is like a little box in which you're gonna write things that are urgent, that needs to be done that day, right? Let's say going to change the oil in my car. Boom, you put it on the box. Text my mom because she's had a whatever surgery. Boom, you put it there. So things that they cannot be done tomorrow, they need to be done today, right? Okay. And then if you go down in that column, then you're gonna separate the day in every single hour of the day. So if you wake up at 6 a.m., you're gonna have 6, 7 a.m., 8, 9, 9, but whatever, until the time you go to sleep. For every hour, you have a little box right next to it that needs to be completed, right? So in my case, when I was in university, okay, I wake up at 6 a.m. First box, breakfast. Okay, so I know what to do from 6 to 7 is breakfast. So I will get myself ready. I'll go to a cafeteria, I'll have breakfast. Let's say from 7 to 9, class. So I write in the columns class. What happens? I have now a gap of 3 hours before going to tennis practice. What do I do there? As you said, if you don't write it, if you're like, yeah, we'll see what I do, let me tell you what's gonna happen. You're not gonna do anything those 3 hours. You're gonna stop with a friend, start talking. Oh man, this weekend, yeah, we're gonna go there, this and that. You're gonna get home, you're like, 2 hours for tennis practice. Actually, I don't have a lot of time. Let me go on my phone real quick. Boom, 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 lost. On that schedule, those 3 hour gap, man, write what you want to do. Okay, so first hour, I'm gonna do the homework. Boom, done. Second hour, let me do 30 minutes of mobility. So you split the column on two, mobility 30 minutes, and then the other 30 minutes, I'm gonna start cooking for lunch, whatever. Okay. This helped me out so much, man, so much. And I truly encourage people to start implementing in their lives because the productivity that you get out of this is insane, right? So again, if you want to start exercising, as you said, find that time in that weekly planner and write it down. Well, no matter the day you choose, make sure it's done on a consistent basis, as we said. It doesn't need to be daily, but it needs to be consistent. Once something is consistent, you make it a habit. Once that habit is made, it's part of your identity, right? So that's what we want. So make sure you write down the things that you want to do, the exercise, the time, and then you're forced to do it, right? Because it was your decision. You decided what time you were gonna do it, right? And you planned the day ahead. So I think this is key, man. Writing it down, making sure it's part of the day, not be dependent on circumstances. I think that's one of the main, I guess, problems of the people nowadays when it comes to limitations is they wait for the perfect circumstance, and let me tell you, we will never have it.
Yes. And also there are circumstances, imagine my grandmother, she's in the hospital. Of course, I'm gonna stop the training and I'm gonna go to the hospital. This is a priority. However, a friend calls me, okay, we can go get a coffee and watch a movie on Netflix and blah blah. And man, like I have to exercise now. I'm gonna do it. I'm tired. I need to go to groceries. No, no, no. You do the exercise and then you do what you have to do. And then if that time, then maybe you have to go get groceries the next day. You will have to organize, but organizing, as Alejandro said, the whole day with tasks and priorities. Put the priorities first. And this I'm gonna do it no matter what happens. Beautiful, eh?
Yeah, that's what makes you do it. That's what makes you do it. When you make it truly part of your day, it's there written, like eating. You write it. You write it as well. Forces you to do it, man. And again, the idea, right, will be to do it so many times that it becomes automatic, second nature. All right, Miguel, last question of this beautiful episode. I think we're learning a lot, when it comes to why we should exercise, right? And how to start and what type of exercise should we do and how we shouldn't even question this, right? This is not even a question. This is when do I start, right? Start now. So last question. My aunt, man, she's been trying what we've been telling her, but man, she's not getting results, you know? So she's like calling me today. She's like, Alejandro, like this is so cool, like I've understood everything you guys told me, but Look, I've been doing exercise for 2 months, hot yoga, which is what I found, and I love it. I do it twice a week, and I don't see any results. What do I do now?
So I will have to call your aunt, okay, and explain her. I think this happens to a lot of people, and a lot of people get these feelings. They patience. First is patience. You need to be patient. Maybe you are exercising. First, you are already getting the benefits, the daily benefits. Second, you are doing something. Okay, she found that she likes yoga, no? Okay, second thing, she's enjoying yoga. Maybe she's getting to know some people. Also, other benefits. She's socializing a bit, no? She's not staying in the house watching Netflix, watching a screen. She's already watching some people, another benefit. And nutrition. Maybe she's doing exercise and she's not eating good, so she's not having the physical benefit, like the physical changes that maybe she wants, because there are other things that involve in this. So it's to be patient. Maybe you start with this that is already good, and the next step will be to start seeing what are you doing with the other parts, the other parts of the day that matter a lot. However, as we say at the beginning of the podcast, the mental benefits are always going to be there. No matter the other things, you will feel better in that moment. You will feel more focused. And I don't know anyone that has done exercise and doesn't like the feeling. If you tell me you don't like the feeling, I don't know. I think we'll have to go to a psychiatric or find
We'll have to
something to.
study you for sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah, benefits as you said, right? You're getting yourself involved, right? You're having this sense of belonging to, right, to something. You're part now of the hot yoga group, so you're there, man. You have a role, you have a responsibility, right? As you said, instant benefits, blood flow, focus, that brain oxygenation. This is all great that you can experience since the very first day you try, right? And again, I think this is a mindset change that everyone should pay attention to. Guys, exercise is not short term. This is a lifestyle. And I think this is the most important message of this episode is don't tell me that you're expecting results in 2 months. Because let me tell you what, this is a forever thing. You're starting now with hot yoga because you like it, enjoyable, whatever, good. But you will see this gonna progress, and then you're gonna actually find the sense of it. You're gonna start modifying things, as you said, nutrition wise. Shoot, you start feeling changes with the hot yoga. Now you start eating better too because everything is related, right? So the main thing, guys, there are some of my warriors. That's how I call them for body composition. They also tell me like, Coach, I need to for the summer, man. I need to be ripped. You know what I mean? Like I just want like 8% body fat. I want my abs to be shown, right? I'm like, find another coach because what's gonna happen is like you're gonna get abs for the summer. I can do that too, man. I put you on a calorie deficit, 600 calories less every single day. Boom! You're gonna lose weight, 100%, and you're gonna see those abs. What's gonna happen in the winter? You're gonna gain 30 pounds because that's a drastic change in the body. I don't believe in that stuff. I want you guys to find something that you guys can sustain over time, feel healthier, than you are. Again, something that is not a sacrifice. That's the main thing, right? Going to hot yoga with a group of friends that you like, that you enjoy, is music that you like, is whatever, twice, 3 times a week. Man, this is a privilege. What do you mean a sacrifice? This is freaking, even if you have to freaking, like this is for free or if you have to pay for it, it doesn't matter. This is such a great opportunity, for to disconnect from your daily things that you do, so again, don't expect instant results on. Make sure that you stick to the plan, right? That you make it in a way that is enjoyable for you, and you will see how the benefits are truly coming when you stick to it forever.
As you say, I would like to finish with one thing. Like, there is not magic pill. There is not magic pill nowadays in social media. People try to sell you, oh, something. Yes, you will get read it in 5 weeks or in 1 week, or you will get millionaire in 3 hours. Just go to this master class and you will get this. Man, like, if there was a magic pill, everyone will have it and everyone will be millionaire. Everyone will be so strong. There is no magic pill, and we just want you to make sure that you understand this, that it's gonna depend on you, the things you do, and there are many ways of doing it, of finding something that is joyful for yourself, And we are here to help you understand this and try to get into this path. We'll not give you the pill because this pill you cannot buy it anywhere. So we're gonna just be realistic of what's life and how this can actually benefit you.
Great talk again, Miguel. Thank you for your company. It's been, again, absolute pleasure sharing ideas with you, and hopefully, those that are watching and listening to this, hopefully they can start implementing, right? Taking action today, experiencing the benefits of it, and most importantly, make it long term, right? Sustainable forever. You're just gonna live a better life, man. So
My pleasure again. We hope as well that some people get it. And even if you are already exercising, maybe you find something that you like more, and it's easier for you. And we believe that a lot of people can benefit with the small details. And so hopefully you get it.
awesome, man. Thank you again for your time. Appreciate it. See you
My
next
pleasure.
week.